All right, so ladies and gentlemen, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to carefully read the problem. I'm going to read through this. What do I not need? First sentence, what do I not need? Okay, well, what did I just say, guys? I said hands. Miss Naima, what do I not need?
The school will be in violation of the fire code.
All right, so this here is kind of useless. I don't need this. Don't need this. Useless information. It's not totally useless. It's just not helpful for me to, I don't need it to answer this question or do this problem. Hope, what else do I not need? I'm not important. Mr. Wolders is totally irrelevant. He's totally useless. We don't need him. All right, Miss Jada. Oh, hey, thank you. Sorry, I couldn't hear Miss Jada because there was some rustling over here. Miss Jada, try that again.
Mr. Wolders needs to make sure that the total number of chairs in the gym.
Okay, so I don't need that?
No.
All right, so we don't, yeah, I think, although there's, you know what?
You just don't need in the gym. That's
All right,
the only part you don't
so,
need.
okay, I agree with that. There's,
You just don't need to know where it is.
we probably need to know this, that we're dealing with total number of chairs. Anytime I see something like total or sum or product or any of those sort of key words, I'm going to focus on that keyword because usually it's important. So let's try again. What else? What else do I not need? Cade, what do I not need?
Gym.
All right, I don't need gym. Okay, I don't need that.
Keep the question mark.
Okay, Elijah, what do I not need?
That's all I have.
All right, so let's focus on what we do need. What do we do need? We do need. What do we do need? I don't know if that's good English. What do we do need? What do we do need? Do need. What do we actually need? Jacob.
To make sure that the total number of chairs doesn't exceed 500, like that's kind of like the most important part.
All right, so we want to make sure that the total doesn't exceed 500. So that's a key thing. All right, that's a key thing. What else? Miss Braden.
The question, how can he find out exactly how many chairs there are in the gym?
All right, so we need the question, how can he find out exactly how many chairs? All right, so is there any other information in there that's kind of important? Roshan?
There are several rows with an equal number of chairs in each row, because that's vital to answer the question.
All right, so this is kind of vital to answer the question. There are is not useful. All right, so now what I have here is I have enough information that I can probably go down here and fill in my KNWS chart. So what facts do I know from the information? What information do I not need? What does the problem want me to find out? And then what you can do is you can list some strategies, and I'm really curious about this part today. What are some strategies that you can use to answer this problem? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I want you to try and figure that out right now at your table.
The entire chart?
So I'd like some feedback now on what I put here. Now here's what I got. Have a look at this. I decided here that I was going to show what facts I know by just drawing a picture. I don't actually know how many rows there are, and I don't actually know how many chairs there are, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so what I did is I drew a picture. I've got some rows. I don't know how many, but I do know that there's an equal number of chairs, so that's the important information. The important information is the total number of rows, and that there's an equal number of chairs, but I don't know how many rows there are, and I don't know how many chairs. But what I do know is that the total number of chairs, the total, right down here, the total cannot be more than 500. So I just wrote a little math thing here to show what facts I know. I know that the total has to be less than, you guys see my little less than sign there?
Mm-hmm.
Less than 500. And I always remember my less than sign because I always draw teeth on them. So the alligator always wants to eat the bigger number, right? All right, so what information do I not need? Well, there's probably lots of stuff. I don't need to know that it's a fire code thing. I don't need to know that Mr. Wolders is the guy doing it. I don't need to know it's in the gym. All that's kind of irrelevant. And I'm looking around on your sheets. I think you guys all got that. Now, what does the problem want me to find out? It's not actually asking me for an exact number. Is this a question that I can give an exact solution for? Why not? A lot of people are saying no. Why not? Why can I not give? Miss Stacy, why not? There's no specific numbers. It's not asking me for the total. What is it asking me to do? It's asking me to provide some sort of solution to figure out what the total would be. So here's my thinking. My thinking here is that the strategy or operations I'm going to use, the operation I'm going to use is multiplication. This is a multiplication problem.
But you can use more things.
I could, but I'm going to use multiplication. You can tell me what you're going to use in a minute. I think what I'm going to do is for my solution is I'm going to draw a diagram. And after I'm done drawing my diagram, I'm going to write a math sentence. I'm going to write what's another word for math sentence? I might write an equation. Now, my equation might not actually have numbers in it. It might have words instead because I don't know what those numbers are going to be. So, any other solutions here or any other ideas or feedback for what I put on my chart? Any feedback for me? Any feedback? Do you like what I did here? How about my strategy? Now, Rashawn, you spoke out of turn there. You didn't use your hand, but you said that you could do something else. What else could you do?
You could use a picture or a chart or division.
Okay, so division is sort of the opposite of multiplication, so that's sort of the same thing. Multiplication is grouping. Division is ungrouping. So I could do it the other way. You said a chart. A diagram in this case could be a chart. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, does anybody have any different strategies that they were going to use? All right, so what I'd like you to do now is go and try and solve it using those strategies.